Should I start, madam?
So just a minute. So okay, you will start now.
Okay. Satish Sukupala. Uh, Thank you all. I welcome you all to this 21 days training program on Innovative Training Program 2020, which is being organized by National Agriculture Development Cooperative Limited, Baramulla, in collaboration with RBS KBB Gwalior. Friends, I welcome you all. And hello. ठीक है. So, friends, I welcome you all. The topic which has been given to me. Am I audible to all of you, madam?
Sir. Yes, sir.
Am
Yes,
I
sir.
audible? Okay.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
So,
sir.
yeah,
Yes,
friends,
sir.
I welcome again. I welcome you all. The topic which has been assigned to me is recent technologies of agribusiness management and agripreneurship. This is a 21 days program, and I tell you, I'm going to deal with the. Just a moment. Friends, if you look at the content which I am going to present is the first topic which I am going to cover is the integrated farming system management, and the second is promotion of the Kadaknath poultry breed. The third part will be leg cultivation, and the fourth part will be promotion of marigold flowers for all year round development. And the fifth one will be nutritional garden. I will be touching upon, and the last one will be the mushroom cultivation. Friends, you know very well that the Honorable Prime Minister, during his speech, has highlighted several times that the farmer, whatever the land they have, their land must be divided into three parts. 33 parts should go to agriculture, 33 parts should go to horticulture, and rest of the 33 parts must go to allied activities. So this, the entire activities, we call it as integrated farming system, and this is a wonderful model. And you all aware that we have about 85% farmers in our country which are having very small land holding, and for the small landholders maybe having about 2.5 hectares of land. For that, friends, I think this is the wonderful model, and this model is the integration of various agricultural enterprises like cropping, animal husbandry, fishery, forestry, and all these activities. They have great potentialities in the agricultural economy. You know very well that these enterprises, they not only supplement the income of the farmers, but they also help in increasing the family labor employment. Nowadays, you all know very well that COVID-19 has created a lot of unemployment opportunities. People are migrating from where they were getting the job to the area where they are not getting the job. They are all unemployed. So I tell you, for the small landholders, this is the wonderful scheme. And IFS is the established model. It is established in several farmers field. I tell you, friends, in Chhattisgarh, I am from Chhattisgarh, you all know very well. And in Krishi Vigyan Kendras, through Krishi Vigyan Kendras of Chhattisgarh, I tell you, we have 27 Krishi Vigyan Kendras. And through all Krishi Vigyan Kendras, we have been disseminating this integrated farming system model throughout the state of Chhattisgarh. And I tell you, some of the districts like Kankir, it is really a leading district where you will find number of farmers, they have already adopted this integrated farming system, and where the agriculture, horticulture, allied enterprises, they are combined. And the ultimate result of this activity is that working hours are increased, provide employment opportunities for maximum period, it minimizes the risk, and we promote the double or triple crops in a year. So you can see this. This is the integrated farming system model in an area of about 0.5 hectare to 1 hectare model. Here you can see previously these two farmers, they were only producing rice. Now, and they were earning about 55,100 rupees. Another farmer was practicing uh, he was also practicing rice, and he was earning about 45,980 rupees. But my dear friends, after implementation of this integrated farming system model, you can see the income which they are getting. This I am telling you based on the data available with us. We have seen the enterprises, we have economic, we have calculated the economics, and based on all these primary data, You see, this is Agriculture Protection Commissioner. He wanted to visit this area, and this is a man who is having hardly 1 hectares of land, 2.5 acres of land. And this is our KVK program coordinator. He has got 3 national award for this KVK. He has done wonderful work. And this was the collector, and so many district officials, director agriculture, they visited this integrated farming system model, and they appreciated a lot, I tell you. Now, this is the economics for the 2-hectare model. If you have a 2 hectare of land, before this, before implementation of this model, they were getting this much of yield. They were getting this much of they were earning this much of money. It was earned by all these 4 farmers. And after implementation of this integrated farming system, like rice, vegetable, fish, backyard, poultry, goat, vermicompost, and Ajula, I tell you, their income is tripled. The Honorable Prime Minister say that we have to double the income of the farmer by 2022. And here we have the technology which has been demonstrated in farmers' field, where you can see the doubling of farmers' income in a year, friends, I tell you. And I will justify also. See, Suresh Salam, he was earning hardly 89,100 rupees after implementation of this IFS model. See, they are earning a lot. They have doubled their income. This is the model for 3 hectare, 4 hectare of land. Here again, you can see they were earning this much of money earlier. But when they have implemented this model, these enterprises together, you see their income has tremendously increased, I tell you. And this is the economics. You can see that employment days per year, they have been enhanced. You can see here, if you go for this particular model, you can see 920 man days has been achieved. And I tell you, in Chhattisgarh, rice is gone. 80% rice is under monsoon season. Thereafter, farmers, they migrate in search of employment to the nearby state. They are being cheated by the people. And here I tell you, if they are going for adoption of this integrated farming system model, you can see the kind of employment is increased in their own farm. They can offer employment to other farmers. They can offer employment to other daily wages worker. So I tell you, this particular technology has tremendous potential. You can see very well. Now, friends, am I audible to all? Madam?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Yes, sir.
Now, friends, this is a very, very important activity I am going to share with you. And this activity is the promotion of Kadaknath poultry breed through backyard rearing of livelihood security of tribal farmers. You know very well, in Chhattisgarh, we have 32% tribal farmers. We have 12% SC farmers. And for them, I tell you, the activity like this has tremendous scope, my dear friend. I don't know whether you have heard about poultry bird Kadaknath or not, but I tell you, this Kadaknath is creating a lot of, it has become a wonderful source for the livelihood of the tribal farmers. What Kadaknath is? It is a traditional breed, poultry breed. And normally the tribal farmers in Jhabua district of Madhya Pradesh, they were rearing this particular breed in their backyard. One of my friend from KVK Kanker, he brought this Kadaknath breed to KVK Kanker in the year 2012 and 13. Now, thereafter, what happened? I will tell you. And this breed was brought by KVK scientists just to have the rearing of this breed in Chhattisgarh also. So you can see here, it was brought, about 500 birds were brought in 2012-13, and a hatchery unit was established. That was a 500 egg capacity was established in the year 2013-14 at KVK Kanker. And thereafter, now the plus point of this particular breed, I will tell you, it has very high protein, you can see here. But in other birds, it varies from only 18 to 20%. Fat, normally in poultry breed, you will find a lot of fat. See here, 13 to 25%. As against Kadaknath, Kadaknath has very, very low fat. It has very low cholesterol. It has high linoleic acid, which is very important for our body, or for the human body. So friends, what I mean to tell you, that this particular breed has a lot of medicinal value, and we are thinking of exporting the meat of this particular breed. We have signed MOU with Bhabha Atomic Research Center, where how to enhance the shelf life of the meat of this particular breed. The work is going on. And I tell you, we have disseminated the technology of this particular breed, you see in all our KVKs, we have provided these poultry set, checks, vaccination, balance sheet, training, exposure visit, and the benefit is that we have the conservation of the species, mortality reduction, high yield income, employment generation, minimize the migration, and soil health improvement. These are all the advantages of the intervention which has been taken up by our KVK scientists. So Kadaknath, as I told you, it is a native breed. It has got GI. In Jhaua people, they have got the GI. Unfortunately, we have disseminated this technology to the wider extent and to several states of the country. But ultimately, we claimed also, but we could not get the GI tag for this particular variety. It is right now with the KVK Jhaua. Now we have trained more than 100, 350 beneficiaries. Income per family is this much. Adoption is this much. In 2014-15, you can see number of chicks produced by us. 15-16, you can see 16-17, you can see here. And right now, my dear friends, we have disseminated this breed to Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Rajasthan, Maharashtra. And I know very well, NADCL is from Baramulla. Madam Mahbooba Mukti is she is fond of this meat of this particular mushroom. And I tell you, by airplane, 3-4 birds of Kadaknath were taken to the Jammu Kashmir Agriculture University. And from there, it has been disseminated in entire Jammu Kashmir. And nowadays, this breed has become very popular in Jammu Kashmir also. See here. Lot of horizontal spread is there. Lot of units we have established in 2015. Established machines of 5,000 egg capacity. I tell you now we have become the leader. I tell you, you can see the hatchery units which has been established. Now our veterinary scientists in Kaker, they have developed their own hatchery machine. See here, 800 eggs. This is the traditional hatchery machine which they have developed, costing only 25,000 rupees for 800 eggs to be hatched within 21 days. So number of units are there. We have disseminated this technology in the entire throughout all our KVKs. The technology has penetrated inside. You can see the number of eggs which we have supplied. People's benefited. And for the information of the house, I wanted to tell you, I just have a telephonic talk with the person who is in KVK Kaker, Dr. Narayan Sahu. And I tell you, friends, Dr. Narayan Sahu is a person, he is a KVK senior scientist come head. I tell you, he could convince the district collector of Dantewada district, and after convincing the collector Dantewada, Collector Dantewada has provided 164 units of 500 birds each. So friends, now Dantewada is known for Kadaknath poultry in the entire state. He is supplying chicks. He has the capacity of 12,000 chicks can be produced within 21 days. He has 4 hatchery machines. One is of 5,000 egg, another is of 5,000 egg, one is a 1,000 egg, another one is of 1,000 egg. That way, 12,000 chicks can be produced in a 21 days only. And normally 5,000 to 6,000 eggs to chicks are produced by this KVK in per annum, and he's supplying these poultry birds, chicks, eggs, not only to Chhattisgarh. I tell you, it is going, his chicks are going to Telangana, his chicks are going to Andhra Pradesh, his chicks are going to Odisha, his chicks are going to even Ambala. I tell you, this is a very recent information which I am sharing with you all, friends. One of the very big firm of Ambala, that Artho Roop Mantra Ayurvedic firm, they have approached KVK Narayanpur, and there was a meeting of Artho people from Ambala, and they are going to prepare powder from this, and this powder is to be used in varieties of value-added products as a medicine, and various other products they are going to target. So friends, I wanted to tell you that this Kadaknath bird has become a very good strength of all the tribal farmers, and we have in all our Krishi Vigyan Kendras, number of we have disseminated, we have advanced the technology. Pardon?
सर myself रत्ना सर, आपका PowerPoint बहुत फ्लैश हो रहा है, स्टेबल नहीं है।
देखिए आप ठीक है शायद,
ये ड्यू टू नेटवर्क कनेक्टिविटी की वजह से हो रहा है मैडम, इसमें सर कुछ नहीं कर पाएंगे।
हाँ चलिए आप शायद it
ये
is now all right.
नेटवर्क
So friends, you
हाँ
can see that
नहीं
here
नेटवर्क की वजह से
Dantewada,
हो रहा है, कोई
Naradpur,
दिक्कत
Balrampur,
नहीं, प्लीज कंटिन्यू। हाँ
Chandipuri, Gobindpur, Kaker, you see in all the, you can see very well. So you can see here. Now for the information of the house, I wanted to tell you, there is a place called Hiranar. It is a complete block. I tell you, the Honorable President of India, Mr. Govind Sahab, he has visited the Niti Ayog Adhyaksh. He has visited that particular place, and I tell you, for the information of the house, 60 rural lady, 60 tribal lady who are reading this poultry bird were especially invited by Niti Ayog Adhyaksh to meet Honorable Tribal Minister in Delhi. They had a talk in Delhi, and I tell you, a lot of capacity building program is going on through Krishi Vigyan Kendras, and this has become a very, very important activity in KBKs of Chhattisgarh, I tell you. The third aspect which I am going to cover is leg cultivation. Leg cultivation, you all know, Ranchi is the #1 in the country, followed by Chhattisgarh. In Chhattisgarh, we have number of districts. I tell you, there are 10, 12 districts where lot of leg cultivation is practiced. It is cultivation. It is practiced on the naturally growing plant also. And now, what Agriculture University and Krishi Vigyan Kendra is promoting is in Sabialata, which is a legume crop. We have been asking our friends from KBK system to go for cultivation of Sabialata, provide them the drip system so that they may have additional crops of vegetables and other crops along with Sabialata. And Sabialata, in Sabialata, you can inoculate this particular insect, leek insect, and you can harvest bumper yield. There are farmers in Chhattisgarh and Mahasamund area which have the Sabialata cultivation in 100 acres of land, and he is a crorepati farmer. He is Mr. Vishwakarma. He is a crorepati farmer, and I tell you again, this has a lot of strength. Chhattisgarh state is the second largest producer of raw leg in Chhattisgarh. Now, government of Chhattisgarh has fixed up the MSP also. And these are the major Korba, Kaker, Rajnandgaon, Bilaspur, Raipur. These are the major lake cultivation area. And we have been promoting lake cultivation. In Kusum, high quality of lake cultivation can be done in Kusum, Ber, Kusum. There are several plants where you can. And what we are promoting now, we are promoting the primary processing of lake we are promoting. Normally, it is being sold at the rate of 200 to 225 rupees. Now, MSP has already been fixed up. And you can see these are Sabialata plant. Now, see, tribal farmers, they are coming to visit this. And we are providing drip system. And I tell you, in about 125 acres of land, we have established this orchard. And I tell you, farmers are cultivating, they are taking vegetables, and they have doubled or tripled the income, not in 1 year, even less than 1 year. So friends, through self-help group, through women group, through a skill development program, we have been promoting, our KBK personnel, they have been promoting. Now, one example I would like to quote, this person was cultivating rice in 1.6 hectare earlier, 1.6 hectare, and 0.5 hectare he is having only Sabialata. But thereafter what happened? When he was convinced with the yield of the Sabialata, next year you can see the yield. Next year it was reverse. And see, 6,50,000 rupees was the earning in Sabialata along with other vegetables, other crops being cultivated by him. You can see here the leg cultivation by farmers, and they are earning a lot. This is again Sabialata. These are the member planning commission. Dr. D.K. Marotia, member planning commission, along with the dignitaries, they visited the field. You can see here again, number of self-help groups, women, they are involved. They are producing this leg cultivation in the naturally growing tree also, and in Sabialata also. We are promoting Sabialata also. You can see here, number of groups are there, and they are earning a handsome amount. Now, friends, you can see here again in Dantewada, you can see. In Dantewada, you will find lot of kusum trees. And in kusum trees, as I told you, that the high quality lake is produced by kusum tree. And this is the cost of cultivation, you can see. It has very good advantage, and profit per year is 7,89,000 rupees. You know, lake is used in gold, in your ornaments also. And in ornaments, gold plus lake is being used. So it has enormous potential. Now, this is the fourth activity I am going to touch upon. And this activity is the marigold flower. And friends, again, through our Krishi Vigyan Kendra, when I was Director Extension, I tell you, we have demonstrated this activity in a big way. Now, these were the problems with the farmers of Surajpur, and there is another district called Korea and Surajpur. So in Surajpur district, these Bengali families, they are there. They were cultivating this. They were cultivating marigold hardly in 25 acres, and we identified the problem. There was lack of suitable varieties which can cater the need for the longer period of duration, and proper garland making materials were not there. Lack of skill in preparing rooted cutting for propagation. They were depending on the Calcutta people for the planting material for a good variety of marigold, and then expansion of market for flower consumption and a higher profit and area expansion. Now, these were the problems which were identified by us, and we have implemented a program under Farmers Participatory Research Project. And I tell you what we did. We provided them these two varieties, and by providing the root cuttings of these two varieties, I tell you the period was enhanced. Even they were able to produce marigold even up to from January to even up to March. Earlier, this was not done. Then we provided Suja, good quality jute, provided with these. And then we trained people, we trained the farmers for their own rooted cuttings. And this was the, I tell you, wonderful, this was one of the very important intervention which we took. I will tell you later on. And we linked the farmer with the Raipur flower market. And as a result, marigold, which was sold at the rate of ₹20 in the Ambikapur market, which is a nearby market, I tell you, when they were bringing their flower to Raipur market, I tell you, it was sold at the rate of more than ₹20 per kg. And number of self-help groups were involved, and these are the groups. And now it has been expanded, and now I think 150 acres of land is already covered under marigold cultivation. Friends, see here how through this planting material, how this terminal bud can be used to make the planting material. How can we prepare planting material? This was the training given by my colleague. He is now in Central Agriculture University, Jhansi, Dr. Gaurav Sharma. He provided this particular training program. Now farmers are producing that, they are preparing their own training material, their own planting material. And friends, I tell you, their dependency on Calcutta market has completely stopped, and farmers of that area, they are earning a lot, I tell you, by supplying the quality planting material to other farmers, to other self-help groups. You can see the wonderful crafts this particular group is having. And they are, see here, when this message, in one of the video conferencing, I got the opportunity to tell the farmer, to tell the collector of Sarguja, to tell the collector of Surajpur that, sir, the marigold flower is taken by the farmers in 75 acres area, and they have a problem in marketing of those marigold flowers. So, sir, can I request you, in a video conferencing which was chaired by Agriculture Production Commissioner, this message I passed on to the collector, Surajpur sir, if you can provide a refrigerated vein to the farmers of Surajpur area, I tell you, it will be a big contribution, and the farmers will definitely have their good marketing facility. They can dispose of their marigold flower in different distant markets. They can take their flower to even Nagpur market. And I tell you, friends, one of the farmer called Gobind Biswas, he has become now icon. Nobody was knowing him, but I tell you, the Chief Secretary, Government of Chhattisgarh, under a program, they were monitoring the area throughout the Chhattisgarh, and I tell you, suddenly he went to the Surajpur, and he met the farmers who were going this marigold. So this was a visit of one of Vice Chancellor, Director Research, Director Extension, Agriculture Production Commissioner, Chief Secretary, and they interacted with the farmer, and now these farmers are very well supported. Now in rainy season, they are going for these varieties. In winter season, they are going for these varieties. They are preparing these variety seed. And see, now all these farmers are very well supported by the district administration, his Chief Secretary, Farmer Agriculture Production Commissioner, Chief Secretary, and he was the collector of Surajpur. Now he is the commissioner of Raipur Commissioner, Mr. Churendra Singh. And now these farmers are very well taken care of by the group. See here how wonderful crop. And now even media persons, they are going and approaching these farmers. So friends, from April, you can see from April to March, almost around the year, the flowers are now cultivated. And region why root cutting cultivar preferred over PNB during Kharif and Rabi season, it has all been demonstrated to our farmers. And you can see the outcome of the project. This was the project under Farmers Participatory Research Project. We have demonstrated how to prepare the garland, the technology of garland preparation, and see net income of rupees 1,95,000 within the period of hardly in a season. They can earn this much of money. You see how wonderful garland they are preparing. These are all our scientists. And for the first time in the history of that particular area, government supplied drip irrigation facilities to our farmers, as well as the marigold growing farmers in the nearby. And for the first time, Muawja was given by Chhattisgarh government to the marigold farmer. You can say the crop was damaged due to, it was almost ruined due to the natural calamities. And it was given to them. Now the fifth activity which I am going to cover, for which Ratna Nasine is the expert of this field. And I tell you, this nutritional kitchen garden. Nowadays, friends, am I audible? Am I audible to all?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You are hearing me?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay, madam. You know that Honorable Prime Minister has launched a big scheme, National Nutrition Mission Program in 2018. And this scheme is going to be terminated by the year 2019-20. What was the objective of the scheme? I tell you, he might have thought based on the preliminary work done by our Krishi Vigyan Kendras. KVK scientists, they have designed an ideal kitchen garden model comprised of vegetables, fruits like banana, papaya, drumstick for fulfilling the daily requirement of a family. It was tested in KVK farm, replicated in 15 different 15 residential schools of tribal areas. And now, friends, when this particular schools were visited, or our KVK was visited by the Chief Secretary, Mr. Vivek Dand, I tell you, he wrote a letter to all the district collectors that make sure that all the residential schools are covered by this nutritional garden facility. Make sure how it can be covered. I tell you, this activity was given a big boom. And based on this, our Krishi Vigyan Kendra Kakir got the national award by Mahindra and Mahindra Agri India Award in the year 2017. So this is, I think the idea was conceptualized by us, but later on it was adopted by the government of India. And this was a big scheme, mega scheme, costing more than 9,000 crore. And it is going to be wind up this year. There is a Poshan Saptah, there is a Poshan Maah, Poshan Divas, और क्या-क्या मनाया जा रहा है, you know all very well. The district collector highly appreciated this work and provided the fund. Season-wise vegetables were identified. The warden of Ashram school, they maintained the daily record of the production of the vegetables. And see here in schools, these kinds of vegetables were grown by the farmers or by the students in their own school during off period. See, this how happy the students are. They are knowing about the cultivation technology of these different vegetables, and hardly 300 square meter area is involved in kitchen gardening, and you can feed about 4 to 5 members of the family almost around the year by cultivating varieties of vegetables in this particular area. You see here, they have the record how much they have earned. Everything is documented, you can see here. And as I told you, the Honorable Prime Minister, he might have got the feedback from this our KVK Chhattisgarh, and he might have launched this particular scheme costing 9,460 crore, commencing from 2017-18, and it is now complete, almost complete. And nutrition status of children from 0 to 6 years, it has been enhanced. Adolescent girls which are suffering a lot, pregnant women, lactating mothers. You see, about 10 crore people in the country have been benefited by launching this particular scheme. 315 districts, almost all districts have been covered during the period of 3 years. And I tell you, in Chhattisgarh state also, the Chief Secretary of Chhattisgarh. He has written a letter to all the district collector to establish nutritional garden in all the residential schools of Chhattisgarh. The government is providing rupees 5,000 rupee mini kit. I tell you, this could happen only in Chhattisgarh, where the government of Chhattisgarh, they have launched a scheme, and they were providing mini kit of 5,000 rupees, where the seeds or seedlings of all vegetables and fruits were there. It is provided in the form of mini kit, and it is given to the urban household to promote urban roof gardening in corporation area especially. Friends, the last activity which I am going to cover is mushroom technology. You all know mushroom technology. You have heard MP Thakur several times. Mushroom is very close to my heart. Now, mushroom, it is the source for food security, nutritional security, health security during COVID-19 period, employment security for the migrant laborer, and income security. Friends, in Chhattisgarh, this we have established that it is 5 in 1. Mushroom is 5 in 1. And the last one will health security. It stimulates the immunity system of the body. It has vitamin C, vitamin D, which is recommended by our physician. These are the 4 mushroom species. Button mushroom covered in almost 75% area of the country. Paddy star mushroom, oyster mushroom, milky mushroom. These are 4 varieties of mushroom cultivated. This is the mushroom span being sold by the people. Our rural women, they are preparing mushroom span, supplying to the. These are all the self-help group. See here, in Dantewada area, in Bijapur area, which is the Naxalite belt, these are all areas this oyster mushroom is being grown. This lady has become icon. In 2008, she came to me, and this man has he has got the national award from Directorate of Mushroom Research, Solan, Himachal Pradesh. She is the icon now in the entire area of Sima, in entire area of Dantewada, and she is promoting this activity in a big way. See here, a lot of innovation has been done. Through Krishi Vigyan Kendra, this activity is being demonstrated by us in a big way. You can see different models of oyster mushroom cultivation. Mushroom को देने के बाद जो आपका एक्स्ट्रा बच रहा है, last time I told you this spent substrate is the wonderful feed for the cattle. Most of the assistant professor from veterinary science, they joined last time. I think they may be here in this particular program also. And friends, for your information, I wanted to tell you that the spent substrate can act as a wonderful source for preparation of this vermicompost. Preparing this vermicompost in tons and tons, and he is now supplying to the entire state of Chhattisgarh. So friends, not only mushroom production, you can have vermicompost production from the mushroom also. See, paddy star mushroom, this is one of the very important mushroom. Its crop cycle is completed only within 20 to 25 days. And paddy star mushroom, it is a quickly growing mushroom. You can double the income only in 20 to 25 days. I tell you, no other vegetable, no other agricultural crops can double the income in 20-25 days. Odisha is known for cultivation of this mushroom in a big way. Commercial cultivation of this mushroom is done under the shade area, under the trees. You can see here, big in acres of land, this mushroom is cultivated. This is the farmer from my area, Mahasamund area. He has got the national award last year only, and this is under mango orchard. He is cultivating this paddy star mushroom in multi-layer. You can see he is a man promoted by us about 5-6 years back. See here, this is the technology which is very common in China. I had been to China, Shanghai for 15 days. I have visited many units in China. I tell you, this technology is borrowed from China. And you can see in compost like button mushroom, you can also grow oyster mushroom. And do you know the cost of this mushroom? When this mushroom is available to the farmers or to the consumer in this particular stage, which is called egg stage, I tell you, it is costing 400 rupees a kg. And see the wonderful yield of this particular mushroom under this particular system. This is a system from China. I tell you, in large scale, they are growing this kind of mushroom and harvesting wonderful yield. Say this is button mushroom. Again, see here, Agriculture Production Commissioner. We all the time took these bureaucrats to our Krishi Vigyan Kendra, try to convince them so that बरसात हो जाए पैसे की यदि बरसात करना है तो रत्ना नसीने से सीखना पड़ेगा, केवीके के साइंटिस्ट से सीखना पड़ेगा, how they sensitize, how they convince the people, how they convince the CEO from Jila Panchayat, how they convince the collector from district, and I tell you, they earn the money. As Director Extension, my job was to convince this Agriculture Production Commissioner, who is the key person, and I tell you, within the period of only 4 years as Director Extension from 2014 to 2018, I procured 50 crores for my Krishi Vigyan Kendras. How? I could convince the Agriculture Production Commissioner, I could ask him to visit several KVKs to apprise him with the KVK activities, and he was very happy to see the activities. Friends, the cultivation of button mushroom in solar panel enabled units. I think this is the first time this activity is being taken into the solar panel. This is solar panel which is used for preservation of vegetables and fruits. Here the temperature is about 10 to 15 degrees centigrade inside the solar panel. No electricity is required. See here, all solar panel is there. You can maintain the temperature, and the temperature inside this can be very well maintained from 15 to even 20 degrees centigrade, even up to, you can go up to 4 degrees centigrade. I tell you, my friend from Agriculture College, All India Coordinated Research Project Mushroom, they have standardized the cultivation technology of button mushroom inside this chamber, and I tell you, for the first time we have established that button mushroom round the year can be cultivated inside this solar panel, inside this preservation room, you can say. This is mobile. You can take it to the, you can bring it to the in the truck. You can transport it from anywhere to anywhere. And see here, button mushroom is taken by our entrepreneurs also. Seasonal button mushroom cultivation is very popular now in northern hilly region through KVKs, through Krishi Vigyan Kendra, this main part, through Surajpur area, through Ambikapur. We had been promoting this button mushroom cultivation in a big way. You will surprised to note that about 5,000 tons of button mushroom is now produced in Chhattisgarh. These are all the commercial units. You see, these commercial units have now come up, and they are producing about 25,000, about 5,000 tons of button mushroom. Earlier, hardly 1 or 2 units were there, but now about more than 5 units are there. These are all commercial units, you can see. And friends, last but not the least, the conclusion will be like this: the enterprise combination in IFS system can enhance the higher nutritive output than the cropping alone. Highest residue addition was possible with the crop, goat, and any other allied activity. Backyard poultry, as I told you, it has proved to be an important income generating activity in tribal areas. Leg cultivation in Samyalata has doubled or tripled. I would, for Agriculture University, for the entrepreneurs, I would advocate that Samyalata is the wonderful host. It is very fast going host where leg cultivation can be taken up. And you can enroll a number of farmers. Marigold cultivation has rapidly advanced due to the availability of quality planting materials and varieties almost round the year. Nutritional kitchen garden is not only making fresh vegetables available to the farm families, but friends, providing nutrients to boost the immunity during COVID-19 pandemic situation. You all know very well, now physicians are recommending how to enhance the ascorbic acid content, how to enhance the vitamin D content of a patient or of a people, so that he can fight against Corona-19 infection. And lastly, mushroom cultivation has become the livelihood option for the entrepreneurs and agribusinessmen to double or triple the income in least period of time. If you go for cultivation of oyster mushroom, you can double the income in 45 days. If you go for cultivation of paddy stem mushroom, you can double the income in only 20 days. If you go for cultivation of button mushroom, you can double the income in 90 days. If you go for cultivation of shiitake mushroom, you can double the income only in 1.5 months. I tell you, shiitake mushroom is the #1 mushroom of the world. It is widely grown by Chinese people. They make a lot of medicine out of it. Lentinan is a protein-bound polysaccharide extracted from Lentinula iodide, and number of cancerous medicines are available in the world market, in China, in Japan, Korea, South Korea. I tell you, lot of medicines are now available out of this mushroom, and I think I have tried to justify to the all entrepreneur. I would urge you that these are some of the recent advances made by us. This is not this is not copied and paste. I tell you, all these models have been established, have been standardized, have been refined by KVK system of Indira Gandhi Krishi Vishwavidyalaya. I congratulate all my colleagues, all senior scientists, come heads of the Krishi Vigyan Kendras, their entire team for sharing this particular information to me. And I thank all the participants. I thank NADCL for providing me this opportunity. Dr. Ratna Nasine, Dr. Majid, and all the dignitaries from the NADCL and RVS KVB, who has joined hand to organize this 21-day innovative training program. And I thank all. I thank one and all. If you have any query, you are welcome. Madam, over from my side. Over to Dr. Majid.
Hello. Today Majid Sahab is not here, so I am conducting the session. Participants, any questions? Participants, any questions? Sir is leaving in next to 10 minutes. He has some meeting. Please, if you have any question, please ask. I think, sir, there are no questions. So we can.
समझ में नहीं आया क्या मैडम?
Yes, sir.
समझ में नहीं आया क्या?
नहीं सर, ऐसा तो नहीं है. Good morning and very good presentation, sir. नहीं सर, समझ तो आया.
नहीं, कोई कुछ नहीं पूछ रहा है. नहीं, कोई कुछ नहीं पूछ रहा है. इसका मतलब शायद छक्का चौका तो नहीं लग गया.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
One by one.
Hello, sir. Thank you for the wonderful presentation. Sir, I had a question about the Kadaknath variety. Are there any
Yes.
geographical, any climate-related things that might affect the, the keeping of Kadaknath as a poultry source of income?
As far as temperature is concerned, I tell you, as far as temperature is concerned, normally 35 to 40 day, this 30 to 40 degree centigrade temperature is the ideal temperature for this particular breed. Apart from this, I tell you, in open you can temperature less than 30. I think it may affect the growth of the breed, but I think 25 to even 38 or even up to 40, you can go for ring this breed. There is no problem as far as climate is concerned.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Hello, sir. Hello,
Yes.
sir.
Yes, boliye.
I'm from Anand Niketan College of Agriculture, Varora, District Chandrapur, Maharashtra.
Okay.
Sir, we had started both units. One is the Kadaknath, and we are now going to start with our mushroom unit. Your words are very inspirational to us. That we are just started this unit, both units, and we get the better result in Kadaknath too. अच्छा रिजल्ट आ रहा है. 2 महीने हो गए अभी, तो अच्छा रिजल्ट भी आ रहा है.
Friends, I wish you all the very best for the establishment of these 2 units.
Okay, sir. Okay, thank you.
Okay, all the best to you.
Okay.
Any other? So, madam, it's okay?
Yes,
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, my question is this: how much time we can preserve the mushroom?
Mushroom preservation, fresh mushroom, you see, it depends on mushroom, which mushroom you are dealing with. Say, if you talk of button mushroom, its life is under refrigerated condition, its life is for 5 days.
Hello, sir.
It depends on mushroom species.
Sir, for how much time period we can preserve the mushroom at normal temperature?
Button mushroom and normal temperature, button mushroom 2 days, oyster mushroom maybe 3 days, and pedista mushroom hardly 20 hours. And the milky mushroom, it can be preserved even for a week period. So it depends upon the environmental condition during monsoon season. It can be preserved for longer period during during winter season. It can be preserved for longer period of time. In summer, the period can be lower down, and in monsoon, the period can be moderate. So it depends on the species of mushroom. And say tropical mushroom, they can be kept for a longer period of time. And temperate mushroom, like button mushroom, shiitake mushroom, they can be kept for lesser period of time. So the species is very important. Which species of mushroom you are dealing with, that is very important. Okay, you got my point?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any other?
Any other question?
Any other question? If not, then may I ask madam to quit?
Yes, sir, please.
If there are no question, then may I be permitted to quit?
Sure, sir. You can leave.
Okay, Dexter. Thank you so much. Thank you again to NADCL for giving me this opportunity. Okay, bye-bye. All the best to all the entrepreneurs.
Thank you, sir. On behalf of NADCL as well as our organizing committee, we thank you very much for this interactive session. Thank you, sir.
Well.